Okay, we're going to talk about fishers and trapping them. And after this, what I'm going to talk about this fisher here, I'll take you out on the trap line, and I'll show you how I caught this guy. This is a very big fisher. You can see the set of teeth on him. They're an awesome predator out in the bush. These animals are, I would say, to a wolverine, they're probably the closest animal out of the weasel family that's like a wolverine. They're very, very muscular through the shoulders here, and very muscular neck. So that's why sometimes catching these in 120 traps causes some people problems. I haven't weighed this fisher, so I can't tell you how heavy he is, but I'm guessing he's 17 pounds, probably 18, somewhere around there. I haven't weighed him, so I can't for sure tell you how heavy he is. But nice and prime, you can see how thick the tail is. And this fisher, so for the most, I have another fisher over here. So this one's already been skinned, obviously. So usually the fishers are, the females I find in this area, they're really dark. Some of them have a little bit of silver or gray here, but you can see the difference in color on these two. This one is brown. It's not as prime. It doesn't have the quality of fur, this one. And this is a male, so that's kind of unusual. And another thing I really like, I would like to get this one mounted, but right now that just doesn't work out for me. So, and the taxidermy actually isn't taking any more animals as of this particular moment. So he's booked right up. So I'm gonna tan this one though. I'm not gonna send it away. And the reason for that is I love the amount of silver. Like this fisher has silver up to here, and very light coloration. Most of my fish are really dark, and you know, actually I get more money for the dark ones than I do for the light ones, but I really like the way that looks. Big head on him, really big head. So, they are pretty much an oversized marten. Like, they're just huge compared to a marten, and they'll eat berries, mice, moles, rabbits, squirrels, marten. So yeah, this one is a really big one. So I think I mentioned this as well in my the video that I'm going to show you after this, where I actually am out in the field and I've caught this fisher. I talk about swivels. So I have all my 120s all have an inline swivel, and the reason for that is these guys. One time I caught a fisher. He twisted off because I caught him over the eyes. Okay, I caught him right over the eyes. So he couldn't see anything. This is how I caught him. It was a really bad catch. One reason for that was I had this set on the ground. It was just an experimental marten set because I didn't have time to hang it up in the tree, and I caught a fisher. But anyways, he took off with my trap. I ended up finding that fisher. And he had broken the chain. He had twisted until the chain was twisted off. And I was a little bit disappointed, whatever. Not a month later, I lost another fisher That one I did not recover. And I mean, I could switch all my traps over to 160, but that would be a big expense, plus all my marten boxes in the bush would be too small. So I just put an inline swivel in all my 120s and I haven't lost a Fisher since. One thing about Fisher trapping, like I said, they're very muscular through the shoulders and very muscular through the neck. So a 120 isn't the best trap actually to catch Fisher. I would say a 160 is probably the best trap. And of course the 220, which is famous for Fisher trapping. But a male Fisher, 90% of the times with the 120, I'll catch it just like this. He'll shove his head right, like you can see how that Fisher fills up that 120. But that's how I catch most of my males and females actually with 120s. I have caught Fisher in 220s. If I catch a Fisher in 220s, most of the time the 220 catches them like this. I don't know if you can see that. It's called a suitcase catch. And sometimes I've caught Fisher back here with the 220. That's why I don't really like the 220 very much. I have very few 220s. I'm going to probably get rid of all of them. But 160s, I've caught Fisher in 160s. In 160s, I'll catch the male like this and the female like this. And I like the suitcase catch because what it does is that it hits the animal right here, and that suppresses the lung and heart action, and they die very, very, very quickly. So now everybody knows in the country that I live in, if you are going to go set a marten trap, eventually you're going to catch a Fisher. It just happens. That's why probably in this country most of the Fishers get caught in 120s. And I mean, there's nothing we can do about that. And the 120 kills the Fisher very, very quickly. This Fisher, I could see on the tree, it hardly even struggled. It kills it very, very quickly. But I just want to stress, if you live in the country that I live, northern Alberta, probably northern Saskatchewan, northern BC is probably the same thing. I'm not sure, I've never trapped there. Use Magnum traps. Use good quality traps and put a swivel in your chain. I highly, highly recommend that. Because like I said, if you're trapping marten with 120s, you will catch Fisher. It's just a fact. So, yeah. So I'll take you out in the field now and I'll show you how I caught this Fisher.
Well, I've been waiting for a Fisher. It's good to see a Fisher hanging in the tree here. Looks to be a big mature male. Beautiful day today, it's 0 Celsius, so just a gorgeous day to be out and about. And I'll set up my camera and we'll get this Fisher out here. I seen Fisher tracks here originally when I set up, so I was kind of hoping to catch one here. So I'll take up this trap and I'll give you a better look at him. Yeah, it's a big male. Caught him right behind the ears. Really nice catch. Catching Fisher. It's just it's a fun activity. Real big Fisher. Real nice big Fisher. LDL 120 with a swivel. That's why I put swivels. I put swivels on all my traps, all my 120 volt, 120 LDLs. I put swivels on in case I catch a big fisher. So I'm taking up all my traps. It's the end of trapping season. Well, not quite the end, but real nice coloration on this fisher. Really nice silver. And just a giant martin killer is what this is. You know, I can probably get this trap off of here. Big predator right there. Gorgeous. Gorgeous fisher. He's really not frozen. I might have to skin this guy today because the sun has been beaten down on him. So, and I don't think he got caught that long ago because his tracks are still clearly visible here, and it's been snowing pretty hard out here. So very, very, very pleased, very happy, pumped about this fisher. Right on. Well, we got, I don't know, about 8 or 9 sets left. We're gonna get these taken up and we'll move on. Well, this is my last set of the martin season. I lost my setters the other day at a trap set, or I took them out at home or something. I don't know what, but yeah, last set was still working, so that's good. We're taking down sets. The boys are still catching lynx, and I'm gonna try to go after some coyotes yet. But yeah, we're taking down martin sets. Always sad, I say it every year, but nothing we can do about it. It is what it is. On we go.